Guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another live video. I'm so sorry that it's taking me so long to go on live, but I'm here. I thought because it's Sabbath now, guys, I thought it might be a good idea to do a live talking about the Lord, talking about God, giving people that chance to discuss things, to answer any questions that they may have. Um, just to maybe discuss the world, anything. We can talk about anything in regards to God. We can talk about the Bible. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I don't know if many people are going to come on this live, but I thought it might be a good idea to experiment and see what happens. Thank you so much for the like. Yeah, I thought it'd be nice to just get together, talk about God, right? Because it's nice to create that kind of community. I think it's important that more people learn about God as well, and not many people know who God is, or they don't understand how it works. And I think it's important for people to share that and share those experiences with other people. Um, as you guys already know, like, I was told about God and Jesus as a child. Like, I was always taught about him. I was taught about stories. It's most common if you are new to Christianity, or if you hear about um, religion, you always hear about Jesus. It's mainly his stories that people talk about. Um, especially when you see celebrations like Easter. We're not going to talk about Easter, but when you see things like that, people tend to talk about the death of Jesus around that time. Um, Obviously, we're not going to go into that because I don't practice Easter, but it's not about that right now. But um, this is how people learn about him, is what I'm talking about. And they talk about the birth of him around Christmas time. So you a lot of people should be familiar with the stories, because when those types of celebrations come around, that's when people start educating um others on those stories, right? That's when you kind of learn about him. But I'm trying to think. As a child, I had a book, a Jesus book with hymns in there. I think them. Do you know what? I don't even remember if there were stories in it. I just know I had a book as a child. Um, so yeah, so people mainly learn about Jesus. I knew about the Noah's Ark as a kid because there's a song on it. So when you go to school, especially in the UK, you do learn some things, right? But yeah, I just remember there was a song about it with the animals going in two by two. I remember the song actually because we used to sing it at school. Um, and in the schools in England, they do prayers, right? So you would do a prayer. They would have it on the board for people to do the prayer, read it out loud. Yeah, and you would sing songs as well. Yeah, I remember there was one singing about God. Thank you so much for the like. There was a song, Happy Friday, literally 4748. How are you? Yeah, there was a song saying he's got the whole wide world in his hands. I remember that. I remember that at primary school, singing that. Um, yeah, so yeah, growing up, you would know about Jesus. I was taught how to pray. Sometimes we would, like, I know my father would do prayers in a circle where we would pray together as a family. Separately, my mum wasn't there, but I mean, like, my dad, our family, we would pray together, holding hands and close our eyes, and he would do prayers. Thanks so much for the like. So having that cultural background, especially Jamaican background. Hello, Bob the Builder. We would pray, so that was kind of like taught. Sorry guys, just drinking some milk. Yeah, so yeah, and then I remember like growing up, I'd be on and off with praying to God. To be honest, I wouldn't like be consistent with prayers. There were times I would forget to pray or go to sleep, but I would always remember God, guys. I always remember God. If I was worried about something, I would pray to Him. If I achieved great things, I would shout out, "Thank you, God." Estefan said tea time. Yeah. Oh, you're saying it because of what I was drinking. Yeah, literally tea time. Michaela Jones. Hi, how are you? Um, yeah, literally. Yeah, so I forgot what I was saying now. Um, yeah, so I would always remember him, and then like if I had great achievements, I knew it was God. Like I knew it was God. If I prayed, like I would get it. So I did know about God, like, but sometimes life gets in the way, and God understands that. God understands when life gets in the way for people. Um, but yeah, I went through a lot of phases in my life. I would always pray to him if I was worried about something, definitely. You were saying praying. You were saying praying when worried. Yeah, I would pray when I was worried. I'd always remember God. I was always aware, like, if he sent someone to help me in terms of, like, when I was away from home and, I didn't have support of family and he sent help. He sent somebody to be that close-knit person in my life and they literally protected me. They was always with me 24/7. And I always say that, I would say that's my guardian angel. So I knew God was sending help. Like I was always aware of God's works. Um, yeah, I went from like I would go partying and stuff like that. Uh, yeah, I would remember God. Like God knew my heart. Like who I am now, I was like that before. Like I've always been that person. Very, I don't know, soft heart. I don't know. Obviously my heart became more softer the more I seek God. Like, gosh, my heart is so mushy. I don't know how to explain. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm more. Um, I want to say I'm the same as before. I am, but I'm just a bit more. I don't know how to put it into words. I love more. Like I think I love more than ever. Like I loved people before, but I feel like now in my heart I'm more. It's a different type of love. It's like a love that God's given me. I don't know how to explain. Well, Estefan says something for people who learn about God, they know about Satan too. Yeah, that's an important factor. Like it's like I think is it Chinese that do the yin and yang. You can't have the good without the bad. Like you gotta have both. Um, and that's what it reminds me of. Um, yeah. So yeah, I feel like God has always been in my life. I'm not gonna lie, He's always been there. I've always thought about Him. I made a promise with Him when I was a child. I was like, I'm not gonna go to any other religion. It's always you, God. It's always you I'm choosing. When I say choosing, I don't mean like choosing him in terms of decisions in my life, right? Because let's not get it twisted. Let's not make out that I was living a sinless life. Like I don't mean like that. I mean like I'll choose him over any religion. Like I would just choose him. Like I don't want nothing, no other religion, no other gods. I don't want that. So I made that promise with him, right? That solid commitment. Um, and then I'm trying to think what else happened in my life. Love life went downhill. That was a disaster. Um, and then, I got involved in tarot. Um, you're not going to go to another, yeah. Oh, what did I say? You're not going to go to another. What did I say, Estefan? I completely forgot. But yeah, I got into tarot, and then that was like the turning point for me because yeah, that's when I got guided back to God, right? That's when I got called to God, right? And then that's when I got guided to my church, and that's when it's a game changer. And then um, I can't even word it, guys. Religion, you're not gonna go to another. Yeah, definitely not to another religion. No way. I don't even care if it's a love interest. I'm not going to. I don't care. I'm not going to their religion. No. Um, yeah, and then my church, which is so hard to put into words because my church is amazing. Like the way it's transformed me is so amazing. Like I need to go back to that church, but um, I was attending my church and attending tarot at the same time, right? And eventually my church did a service. God knows what he's doing because God knows that this service is going to touch on this, right? So they did a service insulting tarot cards and zodiac signs, and then after that I just went cold turkey. I was like, forget this, I'm not doing this anymore because I was choosing like what the church was preaching about. My church also um through the power of God, through their prayers, it broke a lot of things off my life. A lot of chains started falling off my life. I I started getting on a narrow path, and that's how um Iglesia La Luz del Mundo. Um, of the world. Try to go to church called. Is that English? La luz del mundo, of the world. I'm trying to like think. Try to go to a church called Iglesia La Luz del Mundo. That's not English. That's Iglesia. I don't know what that means. And now that means of the world. They have one in the UK. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, my church helped me to start believing in myself. Basically, during my church, I also ended up. Wonder Boy is here. Hey, how are you? Once I got into my church, then I stumbled upon Mark the Messager's videos. So that's kind of like it's the light of the world church. Oh, that's a beautiful title. That's how it kind of correlated. So messages that my church would talk about, Mark would also talk about something similar. So it was almost like they were moving together spiritually. Yeah, so Mark's videos was a game changer for me. Because of Mark, I ended up getting my Bible and reading it. Like I brought a Bible. I actually brought a Bible, guys, and I started reading it. I wasn't consistent with it at first. I read it like a bit and then I didn't. But now I continue to read it every night. Even if I'm tired, I push through it and I read it. Um, Good, thanks. How are you? I'm good, thank. I'm actually happy. I'm actually happy. I'm so happy that you're here as well. Yeah, so um yeah, so my church was also, whilst that was going on, my church was still running in the background where I was still attending it. A lot of healing. It helps me through a lot of spiritual warfare as well. Because of Mark, I did NF and SR. What's NF and SR? Tell me. Uh, my church became that strength. I don't know how to explain. It helped me um know how to connect with God, especially when I start prophesying over people's lives. I learned when the devil was attacking my mind. So when they do services about it, something ran through my body when it said the devil's attack. Oh, I understand. I understand. I understand what the SR means now. I understand. Um, so the church was actually educating me. Like if someone was doing a service, preaching over somebody to, telling them that the devil's attacking their mind. When I got the signal in my body, I knew that the devil was attacking my mind. So it was delivering me from a lot of things just by hearing the services. There's a lot of things the church did for me. It healed me as well. That guys, there was something happening to my body. I thought that was it. I thought my health was at risk. And then my pastor did a service talking about how to cast out, for healing. And then I did it. And then the next day I was healed, right? Thanks to the power of God. I was healed. Um, so that changed my life for real. Definitely. Yes, that is a game changer. Satan is a bomb, literally. Um, My church has been a great thing. Like I remember I stayed up like way past 3 a.m. to attend their classes online because they're in a different time zone to me and it was about relationships, like creating healthy relationships, and I attended their classes every Wednesday after 3 a.m. That was tough, but I thought if I'm gonna stay up late I might as well stay up late for a reason, but it was tiring to do it. Um I still need to print the certificate off for that because I didn't do that. I want to stick that certificate on my wall because I deserve to. So many things my church has done. I've learned so many things. I've learned about, resolving conflicts. I've learned about forgiveness through my church. Um, I learned how to, preach to people on the street. God started using me as well when I was attending that church. Like I helped stop a guy from killing himself. God used me. Well, this was God, but I had to be the vessel for God. So we saved together. Me and God, we saved a guy's life. He went straight to hospital. I carried his heavy bags. He basically could have died, and the hospital said you could have died to him. He still didn't believe in God after that. He was trying to poison my mind against God, and then he ended up in hospital again. So, um, God was showing that he's still saving his life. I even told the guy, I said, please just thank God. You know, and he thought it was a joke. He said, "I give thanks to the Lord." Like he said it in a Jamaican way on purpose to take the mick. I don't think people realize that God is literally saving lives right now. It's so nice. That's beautiful. Literally, it's so beautiful. Like, you know, then I would say, yeah, a lot was going on. Like I would be delayed in my day, and then I'd be delayed in the day for a reason to meet with certain people. Um, and then I'm trying to think. Obviously, I'm trying to do it in order as much as possible. Um, yeah, and guys, I literally when I saved that guy's life, right, that was suicidal. God rewarded me with a job straight after. He rewarded me with a job, and I was so shocked that I got that job. I didn't believe I could have it. He rewarded me. He literally, I didn't even seek that job, guys. I didn't even seek it, right? He literally put it in my hands, and I was gonna say no to the opportunity. And the woman, like, it was a self-employed job. The woman was literally putting it in my hands, and I was like, okay, and I just did it, right? And I'm trying to think what else happened after that. So much things have happened. I'm trying to think. Um, Brain fog. So hard to remember everything, literally. Got rewarded me with the job. What else happened after that? Oh, it's so difficult. Yeah, I just learned to like educate people on God. Like if I bumped into people, I would educate them. Yeah, that summer definitely was weird in terms of God. He was really guiding me to go to certain places. Yeah. Um, yeah, so that person that was Antichrist, even though me and God helped save his life, it's mostly God. Get lions made Russian. Esteban. Um, yeah, there was no persuading that guy, and I told him that because he was married to a Christian lady, I said you can't be unequally yoked, and his excuse was, well, she knows who I am before she married me, and I thought that was bad. So some of these people, they're marrying Christian women, and they have that attitude. Helps with brain fog. Does it really? I need to get more sleep, to be honest. That's what I need to do. Um, I don't think everyone else is going to come on this live because they'll probably think I'm not. Because I said I was going to do live, and look how long it's taken me to come on. So they're going to miss my live. I feel so bad for them because I should have came on earlier. It is a good food for the brain. Yes, different messages going through. Oh, really, Wonder Boy. Do you know I did a live, right? And Scott Deere wrote on my live. He said, "Why are you ignoring me?" So I don't know if Scott Deere wrote on one of my lives because he thinks I'm ignoring him. Yeah, it's so bad. I shouldn't drink it really. Oh my gosh. Estefan, you're on your A game. I can't even do anything around you. You're like literally pointing everything out. So I sip it again. um, yeah. So yeah, what else happened after that? Um, so I did that. I finished the job, and then I think you know why I've got brain fog is because after that point, there's a lot of things that I can't really discuss until it's the past. Do you know what I mean? Um, but to Yeah, I know you want to help. It's okay. Oh, YouTube censor stuff. That's so mean though. Like they should allow us to say what we want to say, especially on my life. Um, I hate when I leave a comment on someone's YouTube comments and then I post it and then when I go back to the thread, it's no longer there. Stress contributes to brain fog too. That's very true. That's actually true. Um, I think to summarize my godly journey, uh, when God called me to him, right, where he led me to my church, right, my church was that bridge to learn how to have a relationship with God. And through that church, I learned to hear the voice of God as well. That was like a spiritual gift. So I can speak to God and he answers me. What else? Um, it's helped me to lean on God for strength. Especially when I hear people's testimonies, I learn a lot. Um, God really knew what he's doing when he led me to that church. I'm so sad that I don't really connect with the church much. I need to get back onto it. I try and play the videos in the daytime, but sometimes I'll just get so busy. Maybe I'll listen to my church later today and for Sabbath. Um, yeah, but that's just like my journey. I do believe like this is like the closest I've been with God. Right now, I'm not saying right now, but I mean like the whole journey. Like it helped me to get closer with Him. That was like the first time I realized what it means to be close to God, to build a relationship with Him, to try and get on a narrow path. Um, yeah, I just this is what I wanted to say. I found out it was I didn't even say it. So I always say this in my lives, but that's when I did the podcast with Mark and Darius. So yeah, so there's been a lot of things going on. Um Tanya, don't read the rest. What sucks for me is I know Satan more than God. Um you probably just need to redirect your focus where you can start learning more about God too. You told me not to read the rest, but I still did. Um, yeah, so does anybody want to share like their story with God, their journey, or anything like that? Does anybody have a favorite book in the Bible? Um, we're more than welcome to talk about anything in terms of God. Let me just check the time. It's 2:01. Okay. Apparently, I'm not allowed to talk about it. Oh, what was the topic about, Wonder Boy? Can't you just put a space in the messages? Like if I try and write something, like if I say a bad word, I just put a space. So, if I'm saying, for example, the S word, I just put a space and an X. That wasn't even that nice, to be honest. Religion and a higher power. That's probably why they blocked it. Um, try and I'm trying to think, what could you do? Can't you just put a blank, put in brackets blank, and then write the word after it? I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe you said bad words before and like YouTube is onto you. What's your religion, Wonder Boy? I'm so curious. I know like we've got different religions on my live videos. I know we've got a Muslim. They're not here now, but we've got a Muslim. We have non-believers as well. I didn't write any swear words or anything. YouTube's weird. I don't know why they do that. I really don't know. Close it up and start it up again. Give me a second, guys. Let me just check my messages. I'm back. No, I think it's to do with the YouTube. I think they're removing people's messages. I don't know why they're doing that because, like, are they now the mod for my live chats? I think they're trying to be a mod. Don't really follow any mainstream religions because with all the deception of what I was trusting in it. I actually understand you, to be honest, Wonder Boy. So let's go through Wonder Boy's comment. So they don't follow any mainstream religion, but do you follow any religion at all, or you just have your own rules? Because we've got yeah, a lot of deception in the world. I agree. I'm personally not in any religion, to be honest. I left religion when I was 17. Yeah. Um, that was like a choice between me and someone else. We decided to just leave it. Um, I understand with the trust anything. There's a lot of lies in the world, to be honest. I think it's all down to what you resonate with. Esther said, when I was a boy, I was taught that God and Jesus were real, but I was taken to the wrong churches. Oh, that's really interesting. What's really good is that you was taught that God and Jesus were real. That's so important. That's like a foundation and a seed that was planted in your head. Yeah, I understand with the wrong churches. Sometimes it takes a while for people to find the right church. Um, Esther said that would be Yahweh and Yeshua. Oh, wait, you replying to Wonder Boy. I feel like someone or something is looking after me and guiding me. That's so beautiful. And that's why Esteban said that would be Yahweh and Yeshua. That's so beautiful. I like the fact that you said someone is looking after you and guiding you. That is so beautiful, guys. That is really sweet because it's like it's nice that you acknowledge that you realize that you're not in the mindset of I'm on my own. It's good luck or bad luck or um I don't know how to explain. You know that kind of thing where people are just going through life, but they don't think anything's guiding them, nothing's taking care of them. They just think that they've got this. I don't know how to explain. Do you guys kind of know what energy I'm talking about? It's been said humble. Yeah, I feel like for example in the UK, it's quite common to hear people saying that they don't have a religion, however, they believe that there could be something there. Like that's a very common response. Self-reliance is what you're saying, Tanya. What does self-reliance mean? Is that that's like when you're relying on yourself, right? Sometimes I feel like this whole thing is illusion of some kind, like oh, please don't say that because my brain, like, oh my gosh, I used to have this stupid question in my head when I was like a child, and I don't like because it hurts my head. It's like, how are we here? How are we created? Like, if we was, oh, I'm not going to do it on this live because I hate it. I don't want to do it because I feel like I watch it back and I really hate this question. You know, when you ask the questions that you can't get answers to and it literally hurts your brain. I just can't. Um, yes, Esteban's right. God created us. Um, is there any sweets I can find in this cupboard? Because I am so hungry. There's no sweets. I've got some sweets in my bag. What is this? I can't have that. I always get hungry at night time, guys. God created us, designed our bodies to function in this universe. He created God. God doesn't need to be created, though. God's like a spirit, isn't he? Remember, God has angels as well. The devil was an angel. Hi, Dima. How are you? How are you, Dima? Hi. Good answer, Estefan. Thank you so much for the like, Dima. How are you? Sorry, I'm just eating. I'm so hungry. I'm not hungry. I wanted a sweet, so I'll just settle for a biscuit. Thank you for the like. How is your day, Dima? Yeah, so Estefan is saying God, right? So God created us. So we are created by God, right? In terms of people that believe in God, He created us, right? He created our bodies, He created animals, He created all things, right? So anyone that is interested in getting to know God, right? If you read the book, thank you for the hearts, guys. If you read the book of Genesis, he talks about that in there. Genesis starts with the creation of the world. It blew my mind when I first read Genesis because you know how when people tell people to read the Bible at different books, I feel like reading Genesis first is genius. It's the best thing to read first. It blew my mind. I was just like, wow. When I read it, it talks about how he created like what is it? What guys, what was it? In Genesis, was it like the sky? Something about heaven is oh, I can't remember, guys. There was the first in Genesis that blew my mind talking about how ever heaven. Oh, something to do with like I don't know. I can't remember. It was something beautiful anyway. It was something to do with like the sky opening up or something to do with heaven. Thank you for the hearts. and he created everything. The way he created our bodies is magical as well, like how everything functions. Apparently, guys, right, if because I used to do dance, guys, if you sit in the right posture for your body, your organs work correctly. You know, if you look at babies, right, when they start to sit up, they sit with a straight back, right? When you're slouching, if you're not in good posture, I'm gonna try and get into posture, guys. I'm about to do a video on it. When you sit, you walk in posture, your organs work better. So God's really created everything to work in sync, right? This is why it's important to exercise your body, to nourish it, to drink a lot of liquids as well. He designs our bodies to function in this universe. So Estefan is answering to Wonderboy because Wonderboy said who created God. So Estefan said God has always been. He existed before everything. I agree with that. He created angels in heaven. I keep reaching my head, guys. And he let them get to know him, displayed his power and goodness to them. The key word is goodness because God is a lot of goodness. I've got to give it to him. Hats off to him. He's a lot of goodness. He taught them, equipped them. Yes, amen to that. Gave each angel a special role. This is powerful, Estefan. And created them all to serve him and love him. Amen to that. Heaven and the earth. God said, let there be light, and there was light. Yes, Wonder Boy. There was also a verse about heaven, like something to do with like when the sky opens up or something. Heaven is shining down or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, but Wonder Boy is right. He did say, God said, let there be light, and there was light. That's where law of attraction comes from, where they say, speak it out into the world and it happens. What you speak out manifests into the world. Thank you, guys. Hi, Dima. The dust is soil and has nutrients. Oh, I didn't know that, Estefan. I didn't know that. He created us from the dust of the ground. That's beautiful. That is actually beautiful. Thank you, guys. Makes sense why like things grow from the soil as well. Good night, Dima. Good night. I think it's 3 a.m. in Russia. That is where most of the foods that are good for us grow from the ground. Powerful, Estefan. That's so true. That is so true. And have nutrients needed for our bodies. I'm into that. That's why I'm trying to like eat more healthy stuff. I'm trying to eat more healthy because you've got to eat the foods that God gave us. Dima. I bet her name is it he or she? I don't know. I bet it's pronounced Dima. Or Dima. Lion's mane mushroom. You're gonna keep saying that now, Esther. Most greens are genetically modified insects. Yep. It's a shame. Machine turkey tail. Walnuts. Oh my gosh, I could eat some like almond nuts right now. Nuts are really good for you as well. They're very filling and healthy. Oh, the omega-3 in salmon. Estefan knows a lot of nutrition. Natural spring water. We need to get a notebook. We need to get a pen and notebook for Estefan. Estefan in his notes and Wonder Boy. And then nutrition knowledge. Yeah, I heard it's glass bottles, but I still drink plastic bottles. Because glass bottles are expensive, guys. They're so expensive. I'm sure they are. Oh, watermelon's good. There's a lot of water in watermelon. Oh, the microplastics are bad for the body. It's like there's so much knowledge out there that it's like, what do I eat? And the boy said it's all GM. Also heard they're putting fluoride in water. Is that the tap water? And the boy said everything is plastic. Yeah. Why am I still like wanting to snack on stuff? This is why I don't like being downstairs. What's GM? I don't know all these words, guys. Oh, drinking water. Oh, it's just too much. Well, I have to mess with stuff. Oh, genetically modified. Not natural. That's true, actually. Even things like cereal is not natural. When I say not natural, they put things in them. Oh, it destroys the brain. I didn't know that. Pineal gland. I can't pronounce the word correctly. I'm getting some nutrition notice. I can't speak, guys. We're getting some nutrition information here. Calcification. I can't say that word. Calcification plays a role in having a connection with the Most High. Oh, all your chats are being blocked. Why are they blocking you? I need to have a word with YouTube. Why are they blocking your messages? It's not fair. I'm gonna try and end this live in 5 minutes because I am getting tired, guys. Like, my brain is like, I'm falling asleep here. I'm not even gonna answer that question. I am not answering that question. No. I actually don't know who's in charge. The third eye. Oh my gosh, I remember I had this man try to do like future readings on me. It was so random. And he was like, this can open your third eye. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then he was trying to get money off me to pay, to give money towards some orphan children. Yes, dynamic. Imagine if this live video gets blocked. As I said, there's some words that have been flagged up in your chat that are not suitable for YouTube. Let's block this live. There's symbolism everywhere. Literally, they're everywhere. Thank you for the hearts, guys. That's why I find it hard to trust anything mainstream. Can't trust anything nowadays, to be honest. That's why I find it hard. I literally just read your comment again. I'm tired. Christianity is man-made. It's not. If you read the Bible, it's completely different to Christianity, to be honest. Christianity is not really following everything in the Bible. Yeah, it's false Christianity. That's why I just left religion and just followed it on my own. False versions of Christ. Yes. I feel like some people are starting out where they just learn about Christianity or they just learn about the Bible, and there's a lot to learn, which is okay because anything's possible. Relationship with Jesus through His Spirit, that is true worship. I agree. I can't see us even being told about God and Jesus if it's legit. We only know what they want us to know. To see, the problem with Christianity is it's been, if you look at the Bible, right, it's Christianity is not covering the Bible properly. They talk passively, right? They don't talk about who are the actual Hebrews in the Bible. They just teach it in a way that this is what happened in the Bible, almost like the Old Testament didn't exist, right? And then they just talk about it like they don't know who they're talking about, and then um I'm just talking about people in general, especially like YouTube videos. They just talk about it like it's just a book, and then they say, Jesus died for everyone. They say this, and then they just say, "This is what you need to do to get into heaven," which is a lie because if you read the full book, there's a lot of work that people need to do. Um, they just make it seem easy. The rich people have read the Bible. They studied it. They know how to be successful just by reading the Bible. Yeah, I agree, Esther, and they also teach them commandments are done away with. You can't do that, and they're ethical, and that there's no need to repent. That's really bad. You have to repent. When I tell you, like when I repented, I did a video talking about it. There was something going on in my body. I was getting a lot of pains, and the pains left me. God healed me. Next day I woke up, I was healed. I prayed in the night, repentance prayer. I prayed for somebody as well, and I repented for my sin. And then when I woke up in the morning, the pain was gone. And I knew God healed me for that, just for repenting and for praying for somebody else. Sometimes praying for somebody else can be healing as well as repenting. People don't understand the power of prayers. Guys, 5 minutes is up, which means I need to go. It's because I'm getting tired now. I want to start getting ready for bed. I want to get a good sleep tonight because I want to wake up for Sabbath. I want to be energized because this week I haven't even had good sleep, guys. I have just been like getting up, right? I go to bed late and I get up and I know that I need to get stuff done, so I shoot out of bed. This time I'm going to try have a lie-in because it means I have no work because it's Sabbath. I really appreciate you guys coming on to my live. Esteban, you've been really great on here. Wonderboy, you've been great also. You guys, you've all been great. Yeah, it's always a joy to speak to you all. Anyone that's watching this video or watches it back, thank you for tuning in. I might try and do more videos like this where we talk about God and stuff because I think it's important. It's good to talk about it. Wonderboy said, thanks for the stream. Have a good night's sleep. Good night, Esteban. Yeah, we all need a good night's sleep. Yeah, I'm so tired now, guys. Like, I wanted to do this live. I wanted to do it longer, but I can feel myself like drifting off to sleep, and there's no point me being on here if I'm going to be tired. Yeah, but I needed to do this live anyway. Good night to you as well, Estefan. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, you've been great. Like, it's nice to talk about things like religion, Christianity. I would definitely do another live video like this because it's so interesting. Like, it's just like people are discovering what's true, what's not. And it's good to talk about stuff because it's like you can learn from each other. But take care, everyone. Have a good night. I'm literally, you can see my eyes are about to close. I'm so tired. I'm literally just trying to force them open, literally. Yeah, I'm so tired. Remember, I've been walking out in the sun today as well, so I'm just like, oh, I just need to sleep. Yeah, so guys, have a good night. Please take care, everyone. Hopefully, I do another live again. But yeah, see you all. Bye. And I hope everyone's well, right? I hope your family's well. That's to you, Wonderboy. I just didn't want to say it on here, just in case you've got me playing out loud. Yeah, but I hope everyone is well. See you, everyone. Bye.